Never could have made it without you.
Good evening. My name is Bridget Monroe, and welcome to the Melvin Childs Never Would Have Made It book review, the most talked about, questionable book on the market, which highlights the iconic mogul of theater, Mr. Tyler Perry. This evening, our audience is filled with guests who have already read the book, and we will give our own personal opinions of the book, Never Would Have Made It, starting with our first row and our first guest on the end.
Hi, I'm Lola Bryant. I felt the book was very captivating and inspiring. Me as an actress in what I'm pursuing in life, I want that success. Not often do we hear about the bumps and the bruises that you have to go through to get there. We just see the lights and the fame. And just reading this book, I've learned, I call it the how-to book. When reading it, I find out the do's and the don'ts, and just to do business and not just trust everyone and their words, but make it a business.
Hi, I'm Sharon Curtis, and I'm an actress, as well as a casting director. And what I got out of the book, Melvin, a lesson. I loved your book from beginning to end. And as well as I cried, I got mad. Because, you know, I'm trying to learn the business part of it. And sometimes you think you know, but you don't have anybody to teach you. And what you were doing, you helped Tyler in a lot of areas, especially that when he was talking about $25,000. Anybody would have known. You don't pay $25,000 to a show. But just things like that, just knowing the business and showing and having the right hand, someone who believes in you, someone who's going to support you. Because a lot of us as actors and actresses, if you don't have that one person or maybe two people who believe in you and going for your dream, you're never going to be able to get there. And it's hard enough trying to struggle on your own. So I just commend you of the book. I love it, and I just thank you too.
My name is Reginald Allen. Mr. Childs, I have to tell you that I thoroughly enjoyed the book. It was a vast intellectual read. I enjoyed your walkthrough from the beginning and the end. But I really was inspired by the growth that you showed. Not only, I did learn the lessons from what you need to do to put on shows and what it takes to do marketing, that kind of thing. But what I really loved about it, it stuck with me most, is that how you grew. And instead of taking the easier road to revenge when someone had betrayed you, a personal friend at that, you chose to take the higher road and take it as a learning lesson, and thus we get your title. I never would have made it, and I love that. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Melvin Childs. I'm LaKenya Moss, and I'm an actor and also a writer. And what I got from your book is, in the beginning, of course, you had your own vision, your own dreams and goals, and you went forward for those dreams and goals. And along that journey, you met Tyler Perry, and you believed in him as well, and you gave your whole heart to him. And in that journey, when he was done with you, then there was no more need. But then you were left behind. And even though at the end it came full circle, you ended up on top as well on your end of your goals. But it taught me, because I'm that same way. I will help anyone, give them anything. But you want somebody to be there, and you want to be reciprocated in return. So I understand your struggles, and I just want to say thank you, because you opened my eyes as well.
Hi, I'm Shekinah Berry, and from this book, even as a young actress and singer, I learned that going into the entertainment business, that you can't go in naive, even as a youth, because it may seem easier to go in naive, but when you come out, the first thing you see is about business, and it's not about friendship. Friendship is an important part, but the main part that you have to focus on is business and getting somewhere.
My name is Tanya Brown, and I'm going to piggyback on what Shekinah said as far as the business end. As a business person, I think you kind of open our eyes about the business world through your book, Never Would Have Made It. Again, it's a roadmap for the industry in general, whether you're an actress or an actor, business person, producer, whatever you are in the industry. In reading this book, I will tell you, it was a very easy read. I actually read the book, I couldn't put it down. I read it in 5 hours. It was so interesting. I just really feel as though this book is going to be on the bestseller list because, again, it is a roadmap for entertainment. And I think that anyone in this industry or who is actually interested in becoming a part of this industry should pick up the book and read it and really absorb it and take some pointers from it, because your struggles and your successes were spelled out in the book. And also, finally, the last thing I want to say is what left impact on me is when you said in the book, we typically don't regret what we do not do. It's the things that we don't regret the things that we do. It's the things that we do not do. So no regrets. We just need to step forward. That's what we want to do. Live out our dreams and go for it.
Yeah, right.
Hello, Melvin. My name is Ephraim Zamil. I'm an author, poet, and lyricist. And the biggest thing that I got out of your book was the perseverance that you had to go through in order to get to where you were trying to go. Not just as an entertainer, but as a person. The revelation that came from your journey through this thing that went on with Tyler and a couple of the other characters whose names I won't mention, and mentioned earlier one that I think that we should take to the bridge and drop them off and move here or something. We might want to do something really, really dirty. This individual that used to be laying on someone's couch is now probably down a bit, but that's a whole other thing. You have to read the book to understand that. But more than anything, it is a blueprint for aspiring artists such as myself and many of the people that are here on stage today that took this book and understood and felt what you were going through. And I think that's a very, very important part of the book as well. You feel the things that you went through. And then for you to go through again at the end of the book, never would have made it. The revelation that you came to, that humility is greater than arrogance, that focus is important, and that you have to always remain true to who you are and what you do. And then at the end, God will bless you, because what is yours is yours, and He's going to give that to you. And again, taking the high road, as was mentioned earlier, is a very, very beautiful thing. So thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for sharing what you felt. It was very heartfelt, an outstanding read. Thank you very much.
All right.
Hello, Mr. Childs. My name is Myrtle Andrews, and I want to thank you personally for the autographed book you gave each one of us. And I would like to say it is a very inspirational, instructional. The book is from beginning to end. You don't want to put it down when you pick it up. It is a journey, as he was speaking about, a journey. It takes you from the beginning of starting out to the middle when things get rough and you want to give up, and then to the end when you decide, okay, you know, maybe it's time to let all this go and let God handle it. I've done my part. I've been a friend. I've been there. I stood by this person or these people, and they did what they did, but I have to let it go. God is going to make it better for me. And we just thank you for the book again, and everybody go out and get a book.
All right.
Hello, Mr. Childs. I am Randall J. MacArthur. I'm an author. I'm not an author. I'm a poet and a writer. I want to thank you for your incredibly well-written rendition of your personal truths, of the experiences that you had with the characters that you portrayed in your book. One of the things that stood out the most to me was how you gave so much of yourself, your talents, your own personal gifts to help others rise to their top, and how you were not well received in the inn or perceived to be someone you never were. And so I'm very grateful for how you opened up and shared yourself. I saw a lot of who I am in you, how we give so much of ourselves and we're underappreciated. And in the end, we learn what it means to seek our own selves, or our own humility, and how you rose yourself, how you never would have made it if it had not been for the experiences that you had with the people that you portrayed. So I thank you very much for your book. It helped me to see a great deal of how I see myself in this industry as well. So I was very happy to have read it, and thank you for sharing it with us.
My name is Christopher Boyd. I'm a singer, actor, and a playwright as well. And what I can say about your book in one word is inspiration. So many times in our different fields, we go through things and it discourages us when we don't know what to do and know where to go. And as many have said, your book was an inspiration to show those different areas or avenues that we could take, or what to do or what not to do. And not just that, even in your stance of being a man of integrity instead of retaliating, I think that that was very important to show us, because many times we get in ourselves and we get hurt and we want to get back at somebody, but that showed that if you stand on God and stand on your integrity, that God will bring it back around. You reap what you sow, and we've seen this through what you've written in your book. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Melvin Childs. My name is Alphonse Lewis. I'm an actor, model, and a motivational speaker. What I see you in this book is a man of ambition, a man who had set a goal in his mind to become, if not the biggest, one of the top promoters in the entertainment industry. After you realized how much power you possessed while working at the radio station, you set out on a journey to become a top promoter. I believe I experienced how you endured, how you persevered through the agony of defeat, how you kept the faith, and how you didn't bash anybody along in your book while writing it, and while you were going through what you were going through, you kept a good attitude. So I commend you, Mr. Melvin, and I want to thank God for you today for giving us autograph copies of your book. I do believe it'll be on the bestsellers list. Have a good day.
That is our segment. The book review of Melvin Childs, Never Would Have Made It. As I come to a close, let me personally say, out of each review that you heard from our guests, let me captivate this. Many times I've heard that the book, oh, I'm not reading it. Oh, he just talked about Tyler Perry. Oh, he bashing him. Oh, he just hated he didn't get to the top. Well, let me help you. Let me first say this. The book is not, by any means, bashing Tyler Perry. It is just a true story of a man's endurance in believing in another man's vision. And not only that, I personally love the book. I read it from front to back in a few hours. I was wobbling on the floor in tears because it was a personal journey of my own story. But just to not say that it's an incredible book, as everyone has already said, I personally think that it will be number one. Yes, I do. Number one, because not only will your gift make room for you, but in due season. I'm about to preach. I just felt something right there. But anyway, as I come to a close, I would like to close with a thought that God gave me during one of the most trying times in my own life, when I had my own experience, just as such as Melvin Childs. And these words were very profound because they were directed straight to me. And I learned from that and have held on to it to this day. Be careful who you let know what you don't know, because it can be your destruction and their destiny. So as we close the Melvin Childs book review, be blessed, go out and get your copy. Bye.